race fans, here we go. First race of the Snickers Cup Series chase for the championship as we prepare for the Branson 400, the final race of the race weekend here at Branson Motor Speedway here in Branson, Missouri. We are preparing for 30 laps of exciting racing, and really if any indication is given from the Truck Series race and the Mobile One Cup Series race we had here this weekend, we are in for a real treat tonight. And really we're seeing a lot of good hustling by some chasers as far as qualifying here today. Anthony Notter, who comes in to the chase, he is 6th in the standings. He's going to have the pole alongside another chase contender, Vincent Marsh. Marsh is 12th in the standings. Now, unfortunately, Simon Tremaine is still on his fishing trip. I wasn't even given a notice that he was going to be on his fishing trip, so I'm kind of having to wing it here alone as far as the points. But here's the way that it looks. And then we're going to have a few announcements after this. But here's what the point standings look like. First right now is Noel Stiller. Angel D'Souza is 1 point back in second. Doug Shears is back 2 points. He is third. Christian James is 4th in the standings, 3 points back. Lisa Shears is 5th in the standings, 4 points behind. Anthony Notter, our pole sitter for today's race, is 6th in the standings, 5 points behind. 6 points back in 7th is Wyatt Johnston. Logan Wilson is 8th in the standings, 7 points back. Daniel Schwab is 8 points back. He is 9th in the standings. Jordan Hesder is 10th in the standings, 9 points back. Then Arnold Columbia is 11th in the standings. He is 10 points back, and 11 points back in 12th is Vincent Marsh. Now, we're going to have a few announcements here. With this new racetrack, we got a few new paint schemes in the field, and we'll be seeing them as we go through the starting lineup. And also, 3 Fords are running Ford Mustangs. Instead of the Ford Fusions, they're running Ford Mustangs tonight. They are Paola Gonzalez, Noel Stiller, who is our points leader, and also another chase contender, Logan Wilson. So maybe Noel Stiller and Logan Wilson, they may be risking it here, but who knows? We may have the Mustangs show a little bit of muscle here tonight, and maybe it'll help them out in the long run. So here's the starting lineup for tonight's race here at Branson. Chase contender Anthony Notter is on the pole alongside chase contender Vincent Marsh in second. Then it's Andrew Gonzalez in third, and then another chase contender in fourth, the 83 of Doug Shears. Then we got Robert Bann. He'll start in 5th. He nearly took the win in the Mobile One Cup Series yesterday, and there's actually going to be a top story about him and Doug Shears starting there in 4th. But nonetheless, Robert Bann starts in 5th, and James Bald in 6th. 7th is another chase contender, Daniel Schwab. Another chase contender there is Arnold Columbia. He will start in 8th. 9th is going to be Brandon Gonzalez, and Joseph Bryant will roll off in 10th. Then we've got Jordan Hesder, another chase contender. He is 11th. Philip Stiller 12th. Alex Bann in 13th with Matt Smith in 14th. Alex Filter will start in the 15th position. 16th will be Ben Stern. On the way through, we've got Mark George alongside of Anthony McCurry. Then it's John Worry, and then second in the standings right now, another chase contender, Angel D'Souza. Then Christian James, he's another chase contender. He's going to be starting on the inside of the Ford Mustang of Paola Gonzalez. RickyVersusTrevor.com. That's the sponsorship on her Mustang tonight. Then here's a newcomer. This is his first career start, Harold Columbia. He's actually driving a, I believe that's a Dodge Charger. It might be a Dodge Avenger. I can't remember what the new car tomorrow is for the Dodge. And he'll start alongside Matthew Rodriguez in the 33. And then it's Martin Zakala starting alongside John Dillon, who had a great second place finish last week at Loudon. Then it's Patrick Scroggins and Timmy Pacioli, sponsored by Canadian Tire tonight. Then we're going to have Lisa Shears. She is a chase contender. She comes in 5th in the standings, and she'll start alongside Sean Galligan. Then it's Kenny McCreary and Connor Breton. Then Matt Berg and Jared Crocious. Then it's going to be Jake Cole and Chad Skinner. Our points leader coming into this race, Noel Stiller, starting a long ways back here in his Blackwell Angus number 6 Ford Mustang. And another Mustang in this field right there, that is Logan Wilson, Canadian Tire, the secondary sponsor of the Stanley Ford. Then we got Steve Marsh, and then another chase contender, Wyatt Johnston. He's there near the back of this field, starting off in 40th. 41st will be Adam Chambers, and Noah Cars will roll off in 42nd. Well, the command to fire the engines has been given, so we'll wait for these race cars to roll off to make their pace lap here today. Now you notice that the highest starting Mustang is Paola Gonzalez. It's going to be very interesting to watch and see what occurs here as far as the Ford Mustangs as opposed to the Ford Fusions. Not certain exactly how that's going to play out. So we've got a new track, new paint schemes, and why are the caution lights on? The caution lights are on the pace car. That's a little unusual. Oh, we had a wreck at the beginning there. Wyatt Johnston, Noah Cars, and looks like Adam Chambers has got some damage. Not certain what happened there. We're not even under the green flag, and already we have the lights out for the caution. Let's take a look and see what happened to Adam Chambers, Noah Cars, and maybe chase contender Wyatt Johnston got a piece of it. Let's see. Well, Adam Chambers got the most damage, and he's the one that actually started this wreck. I'm not certain what was going on here, but he comes right up in front of Wyatt Johnston, and up into the fence they both go. Johnston does get a little bit of damage there, and then Noah Cars comes into the picture, and there's nowhere for him to go, so there is some damage to the 60, 62, and 13, and we haven't even started this race, but Adam Chambers may have just taken himself out of the race right there. Not certain what was up in the mind of Adam Chambers, driver of the 62 Quaker State Chevrolet, but he may have just ended his day without even taking the green flag with a move like that. Well, it looks like Chambers, Johnston, Noah Cars, they've returned to the racetrack. They're still kind of damaged, though. But we will be going green this time by, as the lights are out atop the pace car. But that was kind of odd seeing the cars roll off of pit road and then see the lights come on. We got a bit of first time kind of things going on here. First time we've raced these cars at Branson. Some first time paint schemes. First time that we've had a Ford Mustang in the field, and also a Dodge Avenger with Harold Columbia making his first start in that number 12. Be interesting to see how he'll be able to do. It'll be interesting to see how Harold Columbia will do in his first start here today. If there was a little glitch there, I'm sorry. It ended up having a thing occur, and yet we're still going to be under this race. So here we go. Nodder, Marsh, two chase contenders to start us off. And after we get the green flag, I'll be discussing the Doug Shears Robert Bann incident that occurred here in the Mobile One Cup Series, and we will talk about that right now. As whoa, look at Vincent Marsh powering on that high side, but Nodder trying to come back. It was interesting. I was noticing yesterday that the high line was getting quite a bit of good runs there. Whoa, look at Andrew Gonzalez breaking out of line there. He may be thinking about the lead already. Look at Jordan Hester back there. He's starting to move his way back up here. He's a chase contender. Remember, every position counts. But looks like Nodder's going to take over the top spot. Whoa! A little close there. And we may have the caution out. I don't know. Can't tell. I think the caution is waving. Caution is out, with Nodder leading. Well, it should have been out. Chambers is on pit road, badly damaged still. He's finally made a pit stop for that damaged 62. But Anthony Nodder has taken over, and he is gone. Starting to close in is Andrew Gonzalez, Vincent Marsh there, and Doug Shears. Three chase contenders in the top four right now. Let's watch this battle back here for the third position. Doug Shears all over the back bumper of Vincent Marsh. Two Toyotas battling it out for third, and also battling it out for chase standings here. And the caution is waving. Caution is out now. And it's for Steve Marsh. Looks like Steve Marsh, Sean Gallagher. Angel D'Souza's way back here. She may have gotten involved. There's our points leader, Noel Stiller, coming into this race. Chad Skinner's got some damage. But it looks like the one... Oh, there's Ben Stern. Oh, there's Angel D'Souza. D'Souza, Galligan. What's going on here? Looks like these two are... Well, they're going to pit road, D'Souza and Galligan. But a rather odd way of going to pit road, if I do say so myself. But Ben Stern and Angel D'Souza are on pit road. D'Souza may take the hardest hit in the standings here today. And I think she's declared herself out of the race. There's Galligan. He's on pit road as well. Let's see why we're under the caution flag. Well, we know Steve Marsh, Ben Stern, they were caught up in it, so let's take a look around them. Wreck may have occurred further up, I don't know. Trying to look for some contact here. Ben Stern's up high, John Dillon in the middle, his teammate Steve Marsh down low, D'Souza, Wyatt Johnston, Noel Stowe, they're in the mix. There it is! Jake Cole comes up and clips Steve Marsh, and up into Ben Stern they go. Angel D'Souza does get some damage. So too does Sean Galligan. Look at Noel Stiller. Stiller got a piece! Stiller got a piece of it. Noah Cars was in it. Chad Skinner got into it. Wyatt Johnston, I think, may have made it through again. It'd be the second week in a row that he's done that. But Noah Cars was involved. Matthew Rodriguez was involved. Pacioli does a great job getting around it on the high side. Look at Logan Wilson down there, down low, trying to get through there. And I think he does as well. But Pacioli, there's Noel Stiller. But Pacioli, Wyatt Johnston, and Logan Wilson, I think, all made it through. We're going to go on board with all three of these race cars. Let's start first with Timmy Pacioli. Here we are on board with the Canadian Tire Chevrolet. He just found his way to the high side and kept it there. Good move by the 5 car of Timmy Pacioli. Here's Wyatt Johnston trying to make it 2 for 2 in 2 weeks. Man, how does he do that? He did it again, and he did it last week at Loudon. So Wyatt Johnston, chase contender, gets through. Let's see how chase contender Logan Wilson makes his way through. Oh, he did get some damage there and actually goes through the pace car there too. But I don't think it's really bad damage for the Stanley Tools Ford Mustang. So we're going to go back under green on lap number 8 of 30. Angel D'Souza there, you see, she comes in second in the standings. She is 2 laps down, as is Sean Galligan. Ben Stern, Steve Marsh, and Adam Chambers have all retired from the race. It's Notter, Gonzalez, and Marsh to get us back underway here. Green flag is back out. Anthony Notter trying to become the points leader when we leave here today. He could really do that with a win, but he's got some chasers behind him in the forms of Doug Shears, Vincent Marsh there, 3rd and 4th. And back here, Doug Shears trying to make some headway under Angel D'Souza. Look at that! Trying to go 3 wide there. He tried to get the better of Vincent Marsh. I don't think it really worked out for him. But that was pretty doggone close. Gotta be pretty impressed with Brandon Gonzalez having a great run right now in that 78 car. Look at them all passing Angel D'Souza. Now she gets shuffled up to that high groove. There's Brandon Gonzalez. He's running currently in the 8th position. He'll cross the stripe this time in, looks like still 8th. Nope, 7th. Daniel Schwab was actually putting a move on Robert Band, was unable to do it. Look at Doug Shears trying the high side, and he makes the move on Vincent Marsh. NASCAR did review the incident between Robert Band and Doug Shears yesterday in the Mobile One Cup Series. After talking with Robert Band and Doug Shears and doing a post-race inspection, it was discovered that the 88 car's brakes were completely melted down. There were no brakes on the 88 car. So therefore, they have just given a warning to Doug Shears. There has not been any penalty enforced due to the fact that it was beyond Doug Shears' control. He was not able to slow down that race car, and he has apologized to Robert Band, and so hopefully everything's going to be cool between those two. But Robert Band was not very pleased that he did not win that race. He ended up getting bypassed by Sean Galligan and Anthony Notter. And Notter, I just realized, is trying to go for 2 for 3 here in a race weekend. He took the win yesterday in the 01 car, and now he's out in front here today. I did not realize that, and I've just now figured that out. I think I'm getting old. Let's see, Sean Galligan was caught up in that one wreck there. He's 2 laps down, but let's take a look and see where drivers that were at the back of the pack, chasers at the back of the pack, where they are now. How about Noel Stiller, who came in first? Oh, wow. All the way back in 36th position right now. He's got to get going if he's going to be able to move his way up and maintain the points lead. try and find Christian Janes in the 24 car. He comes in 4th in the standings. He is 27th on the racetrack right now, trying to work his way around the Alex Band machine, and he does so. How about the Lisa Shears car? She's been on a bit of a skid as of late, and let's see where she's running. Currently up in the 15th position, trying to close in on Philip Stiller. That would be for 14th. And how about those two guys that made really great saves getting through the wrecks? How about Wyatt Johnston? He's a chase contender. He's up in 28th right now, trying to make his way past the car 2 laps down, Angel D'Souza. There he is. He's 27th on the racetrack. And how about Logan Wilson, the 9 car? He is running currently in the 37th position. He now bypasses the Sean Galligan machine, but boy, if I were him, I'd be very worried right now. He may have missed that wreck, but he's got to get going and pick up some places here as we've reached halfway. Here's the way they look. Let's go through the field. Anthony Nodder is your leader. Second now is Andrew Gonzalez. Then you've got Doug Shears in 3rd. Vincent Marsh runs in 4th. And Robert Band trying to get some redemption here today in this Snickers Cup Series race for last night. He is in 5th, and the caution waves. Noah Cars, Christian Janes is involved. Oh my. Janes, D'Souza, John Worry looks like. But Christian Janes is going to take the hardest hit in the standings, I believe, because he came in 4th in the standings, and now he's caught up in this wreck. Let's see what involved. The 24, 14, 60, and 99. Well, this looks like a case of Matt Smith just turning the 14 car. Well, you know what? They were all by themselves. I'm wondering if NASCAR is going to hand out a penalty to the Matt Smith machine, because boy, I don't know. They were all by themselves, and that was a flat-out turn by the 00. That didn't look like he wasn't given any room or anything. We'll watch from the aerial view, see if there was a squeeze put there by John Worry, but there may be some penalties handed out there. Look at Joseph Bryant just barely make his way through, but then here comes a few other race cars into the picture. Christian Janes there in the Pepsi Chevrolet. Oh, wow. Hard impact there for that race car. Comes back down. Angel D'Souza, nowhere to go. Look at Timmy Pacioli. He's going to look like he makes his way through yet another wreck. And then here comes Noah Cars. Just cannot get past. And they all end up wrecking further up here. And there's Noah Cars. Oh, there goes Jake Cole right there. And there's Noel Stiller. Noel Stiller gets caught up in this. Another chase contender. And Jake Cole barrel rolling. Look at this. Oh, wow. But it does land on all 4 wheels. But we're now going to take a look and see if there's a penalty that's going to be handed out to Matt Smith. We'll take a look right now. Alright, watch very closely. There's the 00. There's the 14. 00 is coming down the racetrack. 14... Still maintains. Well, you know, I don't really know. Worry had to come up, and Smith held his line. So, you know, I don't think there was any foul play there by Matt Smith. But just 2 different cars with 2 different lines, and the lines met, and that's what occurred. So, you know, we'll find out at the end of this race if Matt Smith will have to serve a penalty or not. But that, to me, looks like it was just a racing incident. Well, we may have to, after tonight, give Timmy Pacioli some fancy name that means he's able to get through wrecks, because this is the second wreck that occurred in front of him, and watch him make his way through it. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. This guy's, I don't know, he's got this racetrack dialed up, I guess, as far as being able to miss wrecks. Maybe it's the new paint scheme, I don't know. So here we are preparing to go back under the green flag. Look at the cars that have gone out of the race as a result of this. Christian Janes, a chase contender. Also chase contender Noel Stiller. John Worry, Jake Cole, Noah Cars. Angel D'Souza had another chase contender. Sean Galligan has also taken his race car back to the garage area. So this is very, very interesting. Stiller, D'Souza, Janes, who came in the top 4 in the standings. They are involved as well as the race car of... Oh, well, no, okay, never mind. I thought there was another one. So it's going to be Nodder, Gonzalez, Shears, Marsh, and Band to get us back underway. Brandon Gonzalez and Jordan Hester. That's the top 7. As the pace car peels off, we are 10 laps away from finding out who's going to win this race. Nodder with the lead, but Gonzalez, look at this. Gonzalez is right on him. Here he comes. And here comes Robert Band to the inside as well. Things getting a little testy here now. Nodder up high. Gonzalez down low. Marsh starting to make a 3-wide move and cannot do it. Gonzalez, though, battles it out with Nodder. Doug Shears has taken over third. Gonzalez to the point. Nodder is back to second. Doug Shears in third. Vincent Marsh in fourth. And where did Robert Band go? He must have gotten shuffled or something because he lost a lot of spots. Where's the 22? There he is, way back here. My goodness, what happened there? Oh, someone got in the wall. And Robert Band's on the apron. Something has happened to the 22. I don't know what, but something has happened to him. He is off the pace. Andrew Gonzalez takes the lead. Nodder is now challenged by Doug Shears. That's for second. Now here goes Vincent Marsh. He closes in on a slower race car of Doug Shears. Whoa, a little close there. Marsh is a chase contender. Shears is a chase contender. And the guy moving into view there, he's a chase contender. Jordan Hester. How about Mark George? He's up to 6th. Earnhardt Ganassi Racing doing very well. Is Philip Stiller, his teammate, is there in 8th. Let's watch this battle between 3 Toyotas. Vincent Marsh now peeks to the inside. Cannot make the move this time, and the 2 of them are closing in on Anthony Nodder for second, but it's all going on behind the Andrew Gonzalez machine. Probably the biggest story right now, Robert Band, way off the pace. Not sure what happened to him. Now the question is, will we end up having another caution before this race is over that'll give Anthony Nodder a chance to maybe put a move on Andrew Gonzalez like he did on Robert Band last night? There's Andrew Gonzalez all by himself. Nodder back there about 14, 15 car lengths. Then Doug Shears there in third. Vincent Marsh has now fallen back into the clutches of new 5th place driver Mark George. Mark George has really needed a good run, and he's starting to get it right here. Well, maybe not. He just ended up going down to that inside line, lost some ground there. 6th, Jordan Hester. Brandon Gonzalez runs in 7th, and now a battle on for 8th. Look at Matt Berg in the Cars 2 GameStop Toyota. Here he comes to the inside. Kenny McCurry back there as well, and there's another chase contender, Arnold Columbia. He's up to 11th. Daniel Schwab in 12th. He's a chase contender. But I don't think anybody has yet been able to catch up to Gonzalez. Oh, well, maybe they have. Here comes Nodder. He's closing in. Closing stages of this race. Andrew Gonzalez and Anthony Nodder. Looks like these are the 2 that'll decide it all. Can Nodder find the fast way around this racetrack and bypass Andrew Gonzalez? See which line he's going to take. Takes a little bit lower a line than Andrew Gonzalez did, and I think he just lost some ground. He did. Doug Shears now closing in on him for second. Andrew Gonzalez, I don't want to say he's home free, but he may be the one that's going to be able to pull away and take this win. Andrew Gonzalez in that 17 car has not yet gone to victory lane here in the Snickers Cup Series. He does have a pole. He ended up taking that at the season opener at Daytona, but has yet to find victory lane. Now is out in front. Now in second is Anthony Nodder, but he's getting challenged for that spot by Doug Shears. But laps are winding down. These 2, if they're going to work together, they're going to have to get going because Andrew Gonzalez is still out in front and pulling away. White flag is displayed for him. And these 2, they're going to have to run double wide and try and draft to be able to catch Andrew Gonzalez. But I think it's too late. Nodder is a long ways back. You just barely saw him in the camera. Andrew Gonzalez finally is going to get some redemption Out of turn 4 for the final time, Andrew Gonzalez comes down to hit the stripe to win the Branson 400 here at Branson Motor Speedway. Finishing second is Chaser Nodder. Doug Shears, another chaser in third. Fourth, another chaser in Vincent Marsh. How about Mark George? A great top 5 finish. Then it's Jordan Hester sixth. Brandon Gonzalez in seventh. Eighth is Philip Stiller. Ninth is going to be Kenny McCrory. And it looks like Matt Berg is credited with the 12th or the 10th position. Daniel Schwab in 11th. How about Patrick Scroggins in 12th? Then it's going to be Arnold Columbia in 13th. And Lisa Shears 14th and 15th. James Bald. So Andrew Gonzalez takes the win over Nodder, Shears, Marsh. Hester, another chaser, 6th. We're looking for the chasers here. Columbia in 13th, Shears in 14th. Then you go quite a ways down. How about Harold Columbia? His first start, a 19th place finish. Jared Crocious in his, I believe that's his second start. He finishes in 20th. Let's see, another chaser, Wyatt Johnston in 27th. And then here we get to the bad part of it all. Logan Wilson, a chaser, he finishes 30th. Anthony McCurry somehow finished one lap down in 32nd. I'm not certain how that happened. Christian Janes out of the race in 33rd. Noel Stiller out of the race in 35th. And Angel D'Souza out of the race in 38th. Those are the chasers that finished out of the race. And so we're going to take a look at the standings. We'll have it coming up after this. But congratulations to Andrew Gonzalez. He takes the win. And some really good runs for some drivers here today. And, you know, you got to admit, it wasn't too bad for the Ford Mustangs. They did fairly well here today. The highest finishing one, I believe, was Paola Gonzalez in 26th. And then you got Logan Wilson, who ended up finishing in 30th. And then, of course, Noel Stiller finished out of the race. But, I don't know, maybe they'll bring the Mustangs back sometime. But the Branson 400 is over. Andrew Gonzalez is the winner. And we will see you guys later when we head for all 3 series over to the second chase race for all 3 series at Kansas. Point stands are coming up. I'm Seth Cole. See you guys later. You've been watching a production of NNSCRA Sports Channel, now merged with the NCG MRS.